Good morning again, YouTube. It's been a while, 3 weeks or so. Last video I was in Mallorca. I was there all winter, and now I'm in freezing cold West Wales. It's a beautiful day, but it is Arctic. But we're going to go out for a ride. I'll show you the route now. It's going to be a good one. So here's the route. Here's Wales. And if you know Wales at all, you might know Aberystwyth, decent sized place. But we're gonna park in Borth, which is a nice long beachfront here. And then we're gonna go, this is a bit of main road here, basically the only bit of main road, which it won't be busy, you'll see. And then we go down here, and about here, it then loops all the way up on, these are small little lanes, right up into the hills, some big lakes. There's a big reservoir here, Nanty Moch Reservoir, which is amazing. Back down and across the main road, and then this is lovely down here. This is all on the road. It's not a gravel loop or anything, but I am riding my gravel bike with some chunky tyres on because it is March and the roads might be a bit shitty, but I'm optimistic. It's been decent weather for a while, so it could be all right. But yeah, this should be good. So let's get some kit on. Load the car up. Let's go. I'm just a bit down the coast now, so let's do it. It's an incredibly scenic route, this though. So pretty. So you get all the beachfront and then amazing hills with just big views. And the weather down here is I can't see a cloud right now. So fingers crossed the weather up top in the hills is the same, because if it is, we're in for a treat. But yeah, let's wrap up and get out. Right, we're in Borth, ready to go. Look at this. Sun. This weather is mad. Sunny, but cold. Car said 1 degree. I've got 3 layers on. I might overheat, but we'll see. But we're going all the way up there. So this ride, it's like all uphill first half, all downhill second half, because obviously we're starting at sea level. Up to maybe like 400 meters or so. We'll check. But yeah, here's the bike setup. My gravel bike, thick 45mm tyres, potentially a little bit overkill for this, but it could be rubbish up there. Some water, just plain water in those, and then got the route, and then got some tools, bits and bobs, some snacks in there as well. But yeah, let's move. So straight out of Borth, you just get a bit of B road, which this time of year is dead. Very busy in the summer, but now it's fine. So a bit of this B road, tad bit of main road, but it's slow, then lanes in a minute. This is a loop that you'll see in a bit. It gets fairly remote up top, so it's always worth telling someone you're going out, or having some snacks as well. But yeah, it gets pretty far out into the sticks. There's a shop just back down in Borth. There's one on Bow Street we're going past, and then there isn't really one until there's a petrol station quite far up. So yeah, just like plan ahead, and also check the weather, because if there's any chance of rain, it probably will rain, and the weather changes a lot very quickly, very high up. So yeah, be prepared. I've been riding for 10 minutes and already off the main road, and the rest of it's just small lanes and farm tracks until the last little bit along the seafront. So in Penryn Coch is where it turns to lanes. But we've got 5.5 kilometres at 5%, which is basically just up to the top. But yeah, small lanes now. So most of the rest of this ride looks like this. Small little lanes, but Yeah, lovely. I've overheated, too many clothes, but then coming down's going to be cold, so might be alright. This is one of those rides where you think the views are good, but they only get better. You'll wait and see. But I'm like, wow. But yeah, I've done this route before, I know where it goes. I know how good it gets. But yeah, still climbing. This is a route where you really want a good climbing gear, because this here is 13%. I know my smallest gear. A few ramps of like 11, 12, 13%. You also want to make sure you got good brakes from the way down. Oh man. Like, look at this. And down there's the sea, where we came from, somewhere over here. Look. Stunning. What a day. Bit of a headwind up here, which means tailwind downhill. When you get towards this forest, you're nearly at the top. But it's a really nice climb. Like, there's usually a ramp and then a fairly flattish bit, so you get a bit of rest time. But this here is at 9. And then this up here now is where it starts to get fairly remote, getting out into the middle of nowhere. Stunning though. So you come down that sweeping fast bit and it drops you down into town, and if you need, there is a petrol station for snacks and refuel and whatever. But now we climb back up again towards the reservoir, which is amazing. It's an absolutely incredible bit of road, this. Just like snaking through the middle of nowhere. And you won't get a lot of traffic on here. In the summer you might get more, but just a bit of farm traffic. A lot of motorbikes, actually motorbikes come up here. But it's pretty good, and I should say, all the road surfaces on this route, even though we're in the middle of absolutely nowhere, are amazing, because they get such little traffic. Oh, look at this road. You'd be absolutely fine doing this route on road tyres. I nearly did, I just wasn't sure how wet it was going to be. Turns out it's absolutely bone dry. So yeah, 25, 28 mils, fine. And like, Wales I think is known obviously for mountain biking. Gravel up and coming, but road biking not really spoken about much, but it's just so good. Stop for a quick bar, but look. It's epic. So we've done about 27k. Yeah, and that's feels like you've done ages, but it's just a uphill, but we're pretty much at the top now. And then we're going to go. So we're going to carry on the road, and then this drops down to the dam. We go across the dam, around the edge, and all the way out over there. And then that's basically the top of the climbing. And then we just drop back down to the coast. My hands are cold though. Got clothing right, I think. But it's, yeah, so good. Man, look at it, it's just stunning. The sun's out. But yeah, it's just nothing up here. If you couldn't hear that plane, it'd be silent. Across the dam, this big old reservoir, and then we skirt around the edge. So windy and cold. This is a ride that in the summer is flipping epic. I mean, it's epic now, but when it's not 2 or 3 degrees. See what I mean though, down at sea level it was blue sky and not so windy. Up here it's pretty cold, like a few spots of snow as well, so you do have to think ahead. So been around the lake, and then as you're going around the lake, that's pretty much halfway. So now it's just very much undulating and down. Small climb here, but the hard bit of the ride's done. Dry roads the whole way. Amazing. Freezing though. See what I mean though, when I say it gets remote, there's just nothing out here. But I've not seen a person in, I don't know, 15 kilometres. It's just empty. Beautiful though. And yet, the tarmac is better than Surrey. Shocking. And there, in the distance, is the sea. So we've basically just got all the way down to sea level now. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. We're going all the way down here, and the road goes, I don't know if you can see it, all the way across over there. I should really keep this really quiet, really. I shouldn't post this online, but probably will. Incredible. That is so epic. That is one of the best ascents you'll do in the UK, I'm sure of it. And no one knows it. I might have to hide the route. We'll see. That is so good. You can see the whole way down, so you can see any cars coming up, if any, or sheep. Road surface is good. Gets a little gritty after the cattle grid, but that is just I was smiling the whole way down. That is epic. I need to get like a chest mounted strap to record that. And that drops us down into Talybont. Can't get over how good that descent was. Drops down to Talybont where there is a shop if you need a pub, if you need a swift one. But we're basically at sea level now. So now it's just across the main road and down to the beach, really, and we're done. I actually lied. There's a 2 kilometre climb out of Talybont, but tiny little road. Up this, then cross the main road, then down to the coast. What a ride! Ignorance is bliss, obviously. 16% climb. Only short, but after this we're done. But yeah, I should have looked, or shouldn't have. Oh man. Thought we were done with climbing. Okay, now we're done with climbing. Wasn't quite expecting that. Like back at sea level and some 16% climbs already. But here's Aberystwyth and the Dyfi estuary. And we're going down there, not on that side, staying this side, behind this mound, along to Innislas, back down to Borth. But yeah, farm track here. Actually, this second half of the ride, the gravel bike has been better, I think. So if this was wet, a road bike would have been a bit sketchy, I think. But yeah, let's carry on down. Now we're done. 4 of 4 climbs are done. This is cool, little woodland section with some waterfalls. Look at that. Oh, it's like a carpet. We came down here, it's very steep. No wonder we had a 16% climb. Through a few gates. It's almost like it's a private road, this. Not really sure. But then, yeah, follow it down. And back down to the sea. Bike has been faultless. Good setup for the day. And with riding in Wales, same as Cornwall, where the little streams come down from the hills and like dig out the little valleys, the roads obviously go down. There's usually a little bridge. Then you've got to climb back out, and they're always so steep. This is nice. Okay, now we're actually down. Make sure your brakes are good, because there are some flipping steep bits there, and some like tight twisties. But yeah, now we're down, now we're on the flats, back down to the sea, nearly done. There's a good calf back there as well, by the way, if you need, but there are calves down on the front. It's quite a fast, good bit of road back down to the sea. Good surface as well. Done. 54k, so 5k-ish, we're done. So we're on the run in now to Borth. We were all the way up there. And there we are, back on the sea. 60.4 kilometres. That was lovely. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I'll put the link in the description. It's a flipping epic route, that. I would say, if you're doing it if it's been wet, if it's been snowy, if it's been icy, just be really careful, be prepared. It does get remote, as you saw. In the summer, that'll be, I mean, that is excellent. I've been out there a lot. Proper good summer route, that. But yeah, if you enjoyed that, I'm probably going to do a gravel ride tomorrow. That ride you could do with a road bike quite easily. Just be a bit slower on the way down. That descent was epic. But yeah, if you enjoyed that, I love that. Drop a like, and I'll probably catch you for a gravel ride maybe tomorrow. we'll see. But